A very good morning to all the dear students of class 8. I welcome you all to this new class of social science, where we are going to start with the last chapter of the syllabus for your subjective examination for this session. Now we are proceeding towards the last chapter of civics, wherein if you go through the entire syllabus for this subjective examination, children, don't get confused with the syllabus for this examination and the complete revised syllabus. The complete revised syllabus is for you to have all the chapters for this entire session, but the syllabus for this subjective examination, in which judiciary is going to be covered, and hence this is the last chapter to be covered for this syllabus of subjective examination. So children, let us begin with the chapter, but I am sure that you people are clear with the previous chapter. You don't have any doubts, and I'm confident enough that you people have completed your work in your copies. So let us begin with the chapter without any further ado. So judiciary, the last chapter of civics for this subjective examination syllabus. Now, judiciary, as the name indicates, something related to judicial, something related with laws. There must be so many clicking ideas in your mind when you hear this word judiciary. The instant answer comes is courts. Now let me make it clear what is the importance to have judiciary system in a country, and how does it actually functions in a country. Right? So children, we all have been studying this in the previous chapters, that laws are equally applicable to everybody in a country, to all the people. A certain set of fixed procedures need to be followed when a law is violated. When a law is violated means if somebody is committing any crime, then it means a law is violated. Then to check that person who is guilty and to grant him that punishment, there are certain set of rules. We need to go specifically step by step. You cannot just come and jump into the conclusion knowing that this person is guilty without giving that person an equally fair chance to prove himself. So children, if a law is violated, in simple words to break it down, if a law is broken, then there are certain set of rules to go through and reach that desired destination for justice. Then children, to enforce this rule of law, we have judicial system that consists of mechanism of courts that a citizen can approach when a law is violated. And hence we have this strong system in our country, which is judiciary system, where a person can approach if any law is violated. Right? As an organ of a government, the judiciary plays a very, very crucial role. Children, it means that as an organ, for example, human body has so many organs. You cannot sustain without eyes, nose, then hands. Every organ of our body has equal importance. So like other organs of the government, judiciary also plays a very, very crucial role. Now children, it can play the role only because it is independent. It can play its important role only because it is independent. It means it is not being overshadowed, or it is not being influenced by any third party or any second party. Judiciary, our judicial system is completely independent, which is working on its own. Right, children? Now children, let us begin with the chapter. This was just a fair introduction to make you understand and make you aware of what the judiciary system is all about. Since we people are well aware of the court system, because we have seen so many instances related to courts in movies, TV serials, everywhere. Right? Now let us see the introduction, what the chapter has to tell. So this was a simple explanation to make everybody understand the concept of the judicial system in our country. What is the role of the judiciary? Now the next important question, what is the role? First we have understood what is actually judiciary. Now let us come to the second question which clicks on mind, is what is the actual role of the judiciary? Now children, work of judiciary can be divided into these following things, into these following categories. Number one, dispute resolution. Yes or no? We all have been hearing so many cases, so many fights, so many arguments related to so many, quarrels. For example, property related issues. For example, marriage issues. So everybody reaches to court for getting justice. So any kind of dispute resolution, people will approach to which place? The courts. Then judicial review, when person wants to have that complete resolution in forms of correct review, then also a person approaches to court. For example, children, in dispute resolution, the judicial system provides a mechanism for resolving disputes between the citizens and the government, and between two state governments, and between the center and the state government. So dispute can be anywhere, between normal citizens, then between a citizen and the court, between the citizen and the court, then or the government, then between two states. Then we can also have issues related with center government and state government. So all these kind of disputes are being heard where? The judicial system, that is the courts. Judicial review talks about judiciary has the power to strike down particular laws passed by the parliament if it believes that these are violation of the basic structure of the constitution. This is called judicial review. When we say you give your review, means an overall opinion, no? Similarly, if any law is violated, then the parliament declares certain norms which come forward when any law is being violated. Then the third role of judiciary, children, upholding the law and enforcing fundamental rights. Upholding the law means keeping that laws which are being made for the citizens away, upholding the laws should be actually on top, where every citizen of the country should follow those laws. So upholding the laws shouldn't go down, the laws shouldn't go beyond our memories, the laws should be active in our 24/7 daily life. So we, being a citizen of a country, should know that laws are there and we have to abide by the laws. So this is the role of the judiciary, to uphold the laws. And enforcing fundamental rights. Enforcing is making people aware to get that knowledge of knowing their fundamental rights and enforcing it everywhere, so that no person of a country, no citizen of a country is deprived of these fundamental rights, right? So enforcement of fundamental rights has the main motive that no citizen of the country should be deprived of these fundamental rights. Now, children, after knowing the role, we have what is an independent judiciary, the next topic, right? So independent judiciary means other branches of the government. Number one means the legislature and the executive cannot interfere in the work of the judiciary. The courts are not under the government and not act on their behalf. The courts will not be influenced by any government, be it state government or be it the central government. Second, independence of the judiciary allows the courts to play a central role, ensuring that there is no misuse of the power. When courts are there, then children, the two parties cannot violate the laws. The court cannot be on anybody's side. The court cannot favor anyone. The court has to give justice at any cost. So no misuse of the powers by the legislature and the executive. Then children, independence of the judiciary also plays a crucial role in protecting the fundamental right. Now this line is very similar to upholding the laws and enforcing fundamental rights. So independent judiciary always tries to see that all the fundamental rights are being enforced or not. Right, children? So in today's class we have seen what is judiciary, then what is the role of judiciary, why it is important, and what is independent judiciary. So children, I would end this today's class at this note, and we will continue the topic further in the next class. Meanwhile, you should ensure two things. You have read the chapter properly, and you should see that all the previous work should be completed very nicely and with proper date and index. So children, see you all in the next class. Thank you so much. Bye bye and take care.